Hey, what's going on, guys? IO Studios here for another Cinema 4D tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a twisty-like glass sculpture. So let's get started. First, we are going to add in a cube, and we're going to scale it up a bit. Just like so. Make it a bit taller. And we're going to set the segments to 40 by 40 by 40. And we're also going to make the object editable, and we're going to add in an effector, a twist effector, and we're going to put the twist underneath the cube. Now, we're also going to need to move the twist effector box to about the center of the cube there on the height, and we're going to bring up the size here, make it a bit taller. And then the angle, we'll bring that up to, well, we'll do 270. 270 degrees. What does that look? That looks okay. We can bring down the angle if you want to. Here, we'll just do 200. That'll just be just fine. Okay, so once you've got that there, that's not, sorry, 180. Bring it to 180. Sorry, there we go. 180, and that's decent. It's decent. So now we're going to make the backdrop. So add in a cube and fill it. And we're gonna, first we're gonna scale up the cube actually, and then we'll tweak the fillet and stuff. So we're gonna scale it up just like that, and I'm gonna do just like that, and then we're gonna bring the subdivisions up to 10. Well, yeah, we'll bring them up to 10, and we're gonna increase the fillet radius. Just drag that up until we get a good backdrop, kind of like that. That'll be good. Now I'll make the object editable. Go to polygon selection mode. We'll just delete these polygons here. Hit Control A on your keyboard, and Shift left click on these polygons to deselect them, and just like that. Boom. Then what we'll do is we'll go into line mode, and we'll just drag this up just like that. And we're gonna go ahead and select all these just to, there we go. And we'll scale up our backdrop a bit. Just like that. And we're going to grab the cube here. We'll just move it into position. Let's see here. Just like that. Should be decent enough. Also, you're going to want to ground the actual cube here. So we'll ground it just like that. And we're actually going to make it a bit taller while we're at it. We'll bring the cubes. Where's the scale? Can we bring up the scale on this? No, I guess not. Oh, actually, probably we can use the scale here. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Bring that up, and we'll also grab the twist, and we'll bring up the angle a bit. There we go. That's decent. Let's see, just like that. Yeah, 200 and 300. We'll do 280. 280 degrees should be good angle. Oh, not 180. 280. Sorry. No, 180 again. There we go. 280, just like that, sorry. And we're all good, I think. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to move in a bit here. And add in a camera. There we go. Now we'll make the material. So just to make a new material, blank material, apply to the backdrop. And that should be good for the backdrop. We're going to make a new material, and this one will be the actual glass material. So let's open it up. You don't want any color on it. You want to enable the transparency and set the refraction to 1.8. And we're going to bring up the color. I like the refraction color. Here, I want a nice red. So we'll bring up the red. There we go. Nice deep red. Here, we'll just bring it up. Yeah. Just like that. A nice deep, good deep red. Not too dark, though. Just like that should be good. And in the reflectance, specular, we'll make like 8 width and bring the strength all the way up to like 90%-ish. Just like that is good enough. And we'll just set the preview to sphere with GI. And that looks like a good amount. Actually, we can mess with the color, get more of the transparency color. Not too dark, not too bright. Just like that. Kind of like a blood red. I think that'll be good. And of course, you guys can make this any color you want. Green, blue, pink, yellow. Make it whatever color suits you. And we're just going to make it red, though, for our purposes. And we'll drag that onto there. We'll do a little preview render without any render settings tweaked, and we'll just see how it looks. The final result will be much better. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright, now we're going to do our lighting. So for the lighting, we're going to make a new material, and we're going to call it softbox. We should probably be naming this. We'll just call this red glass. We'll call that softbox. You don't need to name this at all. I just do it to keep things organized. And, okay, so let's grab the softbox. Let's open that up. Luminance, and so just enable luminance. You don't need reflectance or color. And the luminance color, yeah, completely white. So go to illumination as well. Go to the illumination tab. GI area light, enable that. And strength, we can set that to 300%. We'll see if that's enough. We may need to bring it up, but we'll see. Okay, plane. And we're going to go ahead, add a new plane. And we're not going to do anything fancy, just a simple softbox. And we're going to rotate it, just like that. And just like so. We're going to apply the softbox material to that, and go into your camera. I'm probably going to have to actually, what we will do is we will move this softbox back slightly. And move the camera in again. I think just like that is it's a good scene, I think. And just like that's good enough, I think. Now we're going to deal with our render settings. So go to your render settings, set the output mode to 1920 by 1080p, or you can obviously have higher resolution settings or lower, depending on your computer. If you have a bad computer, I recommend 1280 by 720, and that's lower quality, if you're okay with that. But if you don't have an amazing computer, you want to do that kind of quality, so you have quick, snappy render times. But we're going to bring it up to 1920 by 1080, because I have a pretty powerful computer. So now go to, you want to set your renderer to physical, probably is the best, but I'm just going to use standard now, so it doesn't render forever. And anti-aliasing, we'll set that to best, and 2x2, and 4x4, so just a bit of anti-aliasing, and effect, ambient occlusion, effect, global illumination. Now we're going to tweak some global illumination settings here, so secondary method, light mapping, maximum depth, 32, we'll do that. That'll be fine. 32 will be fine. Sample, set it to custom sample count, and we're going to set the sample count to 128. If this is your final render, you may want to set your samples to something like 512 or even 1024. But since this is just, I want this quick render, we'll just do 128, and that will be just fine. So irradiance cache, smoothing, 60%. Color refinement, 90%. And I think that should be all good. Light mapping, you can set the path count up a bit if you wanted to. We'll set it up to 10,000 just for more path tracing. And I think that's it. You can add any more filters, of course, you guys want more effects. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and render this, and we'll see how long it'll take to render. So I'm hoping it shouldn't take too long. Light mapping pre-pass. And I may just decide to turn down the samples if it does take too long. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and if you guys have any ideas for tutorials, leave them in the comment section below. And, yeah, this is a pretty small channel, so if one person asks something, I'll probably be able to make that tutorial just for that person. Anyway, let's see here. Also, happy Christmas to everyone. Thank you for 50 subscribers. I am amazed that we have reached 50 subscribers already. I was not expecting that. But yeah, I wish everybody a happy Christmas. It's actually technically one day before Christmas, but whatever, right?